Gate Gourmet is an airline catering firm with headquarters on the grounds of Zürich Airport, Switzerland, near Zürich. Gate Gourmet was founded in 1992, and is the world's largest independent airline catering, hospitality and logistics company. As a part of parent company Gate Group, the company has substantially expanded its products and services recently through acquisitions and strategic investments. The portfolio now includes cabin service ware, comfort entertainment items, packaged food components assembled in central production units, aviation services such as cabin cleaning, aircraft washing and de-icing and passenger services, catering security, business applications and supply chain optimization. As of 2004, it had 22,000 employees, had a revenue of 2.4 billion Swiss francs, and produced 195 million flight meals per year. Some of its clients are British Airways, LAN Airlines, Air Alga Copyright RI, Air Canada, Air Transat, American Airlines, United Airlines, Qantas Airways, Aerolíneas Argentinas, Avianca, Iberia Airlines, Air China, Air France, Delta Airlines, Emirates Airline, Thai Airways International, Swiss International Airlines, TAM Airlines, Air Belu, Air Indus, Shaheen Air International, Amtrak and EasyJet. Gate Gourmet's roots are in Switzerland. For a long time, Gate Gourmet was considered Swiss's crown jewel. The company was worth roughly 6 billion Swiss francs before the September 11 attacks and the bankruptcy of Swissair. The rise of oil prices and collapse in consumer travel damaged the airlines, and many of Gate Gourmet's main customers went bankrupt or narrowly avoided bankruptcy. The weakness of the airlines affected the industries that cater to or support it. This eventually set the stage for Swiss's crown jewel requiring a restructuring effort, which soon burdened its employees. The company was then sold in 2002 to Texas Pacific Group for $870 million, and later its ownership became known as Gate Group. Disputes and strike action. A major dispute, reminiscent of the Gourmet dispute of the 1970s, ensued when it sacked 670 staff based at London Heathrow Airport in August 2005. The staff were gathered in a car park and the announcement made by megaphone. In sympathy with the sacked workers, British Airways staff at the airport walked out, and mass pickets of Gate Gourmet were organised by the Transport and General Workers Union. Several workers alleged that Gate Gourmet had engineered the dispute, in order to employ non-union workers at lower rates of pay and with worse conditions of employment. The company subsequently offered a redundancy package of more than twice the statutory minimum in an effort to resolve the labour difficulties, secure a new deal with British Airways, and avoid insolvency. The union later negotiated the reinstatement of some of the employees, but others have continued to protest at their treatment. On March 1, 2007, Texas Pacific Group sold its remaining shares in Gate Gourmet to Merrill Lynch. Fernley and International Aviation Services. On September 27, 2007, Gate Gourmet acquired a leading UK-based group operating under the Fernley and International Aviation Services brands. The acquired companies offer a comprehensive range of aviation special services including aircraft cabin cleaning, aircraft washing, de-icing and toilet and water servicing. Security activities such as baggage screening and document verification. Airport executive lounges. And passenger services such as wheelchair and unaccompanied minor assistance. Along with Fernley and IAS, the group also includes specialist airport services, European Airport Services and Airfield Services Limited. The companies operate primarily in the UK, including at London's Heathrow, Gatwick Stansted and Luton airports, as well as Manchester, Dublin, Cork, Shannon, Liverpool, East Midlands, Biggin Hill and Glasgow. European Airport Services also operates in Amsterdam, Brussels, and several other regional airports in France and the Netherlands. The acquired Fernley IAS companies were privately held entities, mainly owned by Gary Morby, that have been in business for about 25 years. The new range of Gate Gourmet's aviation special services will be renamed Gate Aviation Services, which will be led by Morby. Food safety. Contaminated carrots incident equals, in August 2004, 45 people became ill with Shigella after eating contaminated carrots provided by Gate Gourmet. After the outbreak, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration inspected Gate Gourmet unregistered trademark S Honolulu facility and determined that there were substantial problems. Gate Gourmet was warned that unless the problems were rectified, its facility would be shut down. Cara Airline Solutions Gate Gourmet acquired Cara Airline Solutions from Cara Operations in 2010. Needles incident on July 16, 2012, sewing needles were discovered in 4 different turkey sandwiches on separate Delta Airlines flights. Each sandwich was distributed by Gate Gourmet. The flights originated from Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, Netherlands, to several different U.S. cities, including Atlanta, Georgia, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Seattle, WA. The needles were discovered by passengers, including a U.S. federal air marshal. In response to the incident, Delta advised all of their flights leaving Schiphol Airport to stop serving the sandwiches, and an FBI investigation was launched to determine the cause. 1 passenger was injured, but declined medical attention. Rivals, Alpha LSG Alpha, joint venture between Alpha Flight Group and LSG Sky Chefs, CLS Catering Services Limited, Cathay Pacific Catering Services, LSG Sky Chefs, Flying Food Group, Ware, Nurest, SATS Limited, Nata, Chelsea Food Services, KLM Catering Services Schiphol. References, contact us. Gate Gourmet. Retrieved on February 12, 2010. Waking the Green Giants, world's largest airlines caterer Gate Gourmet to implement sustainable policies. Reuters article, Personnel Today, August 31, 2005, ABCD September 27, 2007, Gate Gourmet acquires aviation services provider. Gate Gourmet. Retrieved July 17, 2012. Alfirm linked to airline food ills, FDA warns airline food supplier over filth, ABCDE Cooper, Aaron. Allers, Mike M. Needles found in sandwiches, Delta says. FBI to investigate. CNN. Retrieved July 17, 2012. External links. Official website of International Aviation Services, IAS, and Fernley, Why Protest is Top of the Menu for Catering Staff. The Guardian, August 27, 2005, articles about striking Gate Gourmet workers at liebcom.org.